Let's review how to graph a linear equation. For this first example, we are in y equals mx plus b form. Let's look at this. Y equals 4x minus 3. So when graphing a linear equation, it's best to start with the y-intercept, which is b. In this case, our y-intercept is -3. If we were to plug in x equals 0, where the graph crosses the y-axis, we would see from the equation that we get y equals 4 times 0 minus 3, -3. So let's put that on our graph. There is our y-intercept. Now, using the slope m, in this case, our m is 4, we can then go from our y-intercept, we can go up 4 and to the right 1. Plot that point. And then again, we can go up 4 and to the right 1. And again, up 4 and to the right 1. If we were to plug in these x values, 1 and 2, you get the corresponding y values, 1 and 5, like we graphed using the slope. We can also go in the opposite direction. Instead of going up and to the right, we can go down 4, but now to the left 1, because that's the direction we want our line to go in. Our line's not going to go the other way. Again, down 4 and to the left 1, and now we don't have any place to plot that point. But if we were to plug in our x values there, as you see, the y value for -2 would be -11, which is why we don't have a place to put it. And now we can draw our line. In our second example, we're still in y equals mx plus b form. Y equals -2/3 x plus 1. So again, let's start with our y-intercept. B is +1 this time. Let's plot that point. And from there, now our slope is -2/3. So when you have a negative slope, we want to go down and to the right. So we're going to go down 2 and to the right 3. Down 2 to the right 3. Down 2 to the right 3. And again, if we want to go in the opposite direction, we can go up, but this time we have to go to the left 3. We want that line to look like a line. Okay, and let's see what that looks like on our table of values. If we were to plug in those x values, we would get the corresponding y values. And let's draw our line. Lastly, if you get an equation such as 2x minus 4y equals 8, this is not in y equals mx plus b form. We need to put it in y equals mx plus b form. And how do we do that? We need to solve for y. So our first step would be to get that 2x over to the other side. We want to start to isolate our y. And to do that, we want to subtract it over. So the 2x disappears from the left, and a -2x appears on the right. We subtracted 2x from both sides. So now what's still by our y? That -4. That -4 and that y are attached by, well, if there isn't a sign between them, it's multiplication. So the opposite operation of multiplication is division. So let's divide out that -4, which will let us get y by itself. -4 divided by -4 is 1. So we're left with 1y. We don't have to put the 1 in there. -2 divided by -4, negative divided by a negative is a positive. 2 over 4 reduces to 1 over 2. And lastly, that plus 8 divided by -4, we get -2. So now this is y equals mx plus b form. See the difference? So again, let's start with our y-intercept. Our y-intercept would be -2. Let's plot that on our graph. And then again, using slope. Now it's a +1/2. So we go up 1 to the right 2, up 1 to the right 2, up 1 to the right 2, so on and so forth. In the opposite direction, down 1 to the left, down 1 to the left 2, down 1 to the left 2, down 1 to the left 2, and we can draw our line. And there you have it. That is how to graph a linear equation, whether it's in y equals mx plus b form or not.